nationwide shortage of wooden pallets is threatening critical supermarket shortages ahead of Christmas. Fruit farmers and manufacturers in Victoria's Goulburn Valley are particularly worried as they prepare for harvest. Industry experts fear the shortage may also limit the supply of items such as beer and chocolate and drive up prices into the new year.
Mitchell McNabb is a fifth-generation farmer. His family has owned McNabb orchards for 120 years. The COVID pandemic has presented significant hurdles. First, there were labour shortages, and now a critical shortage of timber used to make wooden pallets which are needed to transport goods.
I think it's going to be harder for growers to get their fruit to market, which down the line could potentially mean that there are some increases in price potentially.
Mitchell grows apples, pears and stone fruit, and harvest begins in mid-January. He relies on local packing sheds to get his fruit to chains such as Coles, Woolworths and Aldi. Those sheds rely on pallet manufacturers such as the Pallet and Bin Corporation in nearby Shepparton. Pallet and Bin mainly export their products and they're experiencing a major shortage of softwood timber.
It's intensified to a very critical point right now, and I'm not sure how long it's going to last.
Industry experts have attributed the shortage to a range of factors.
So global shipping disruptions have meant delays in product being delivered into Australia and uncertainty around when or whether product will arrive. And so a lot of companies across the whole economy have been holding a lot more stock, and that stock needs to sit on a pallet in a warehouse. So that's meant that we're at this point where we've had some critical shortages because of all that additional stock sitting on pallets during lockdown when businesses haven't been open as well.
The Goulburn Valley is Victoria's largest horticulture producing region, worth more than $300 million every year. The pallet shortage won't only mean higher prices for consumers, but farmers may also bear the brunt after what's been an already difficult 2 years. Pentark, which owns Australia's largest pallet manufacturer in Melbourne, is also feeling the pinch. They typically produce 70,000 hardwood pallets a month and are now left with 2 weeks' supply of logs. Their pallets help transport goods domestically from a range of businesses, including Carlton and United Breweries and Mars Confectionery.
For those that drink, yes it is, and everyone loves chocolate, so it's something that will be consumed in fairly significant quantities over the Christmas break. And I don't think anyone anticipated that one of the constraints on the supply of those might be the lack of pallets.
The Nationals leader also believes litigation facing Vic Forest is impacting the supply of hardwood, with environmental groups granted injunctions to halt native logging in parts of the state. Native logging will be banned in Victoria by 2030.
We believe that we have a sustainable industry going forward. It's very critical for lots of regional communities, provides lots of good employment, and we think it's short-sighted and can't be justified.
A Victorian government spokesperson has attributed the shortage of pallets to trade issues, the pandemic and stockpiling by distributors and manufacturers, saying there has been no disruption to the supply of Victorian native timber to date for the production of pallets. That answer may do little to ease the concerns of suppliers and customers who could be paying more for produce and goods before long. In Shepparton, Julia Bradley, Sky News.